Blessed ones of the nations of the world. One more time, thus is your brother Dan Moses or say of Sakodi of TRC Ghana. Coming to you with the continuation of the exposé, testimony, new world, disorder. We have received part 128. This is going to be part 129, which is what to do. Before we go into the scriptures with what to do, the tribalist, the new terrorist, like I would always say it over and over again, we are proving with time before the slavery, during the slavery times, and now from what they do to their own people, cowardly secret killing of the Ghanaian people, they have proven that their minds are only good for evil against their own people. You didn't hear me. I said their minds are good for the destruction and the destroying of their own people. So you may be called or subject for Dr. Kwame Nkrumah because of your good mind for your land and your people. They will kill you. Call yourself, let God bring you to them as Dr. Busumuru Kofi Annan. They would by wickedness destroy you. Let God bring you as His Excellency John Evans Fifi Ataneus. They would kill you, they will destroy you. Come as Jerry John Rawlings. They are experts. They will invade the justice system to pay a blind eye, and they will medically terrorize you and kill you. You understand? They are very, very good when it comes to evils. That is what their minds are good at. As we go into what to do, you will know that their minds are good only for evil. Understand? So in a way, if you are amongst them and you can think and use your mind, they see you as a threat. They will criminalize you for your thoughts and seek to kill you. You understand? So let's go to what to do. Aquaba to the program, testimony, new world disorder. What to do is we are going back to John chapter 11. John 11. I've told us in US that we shall get back to John 2 about the turning of the water to wine. And we shall dwell in John for a very long time. God has made it so. So today we are in John 11 again. And what to do in the face of the medical terrorism by the tribalists and the new terrorists. What to do in the face of financial terrorism by the tribalists and the new terrorists. What to do about the medical terrorism of using the medical field to kill their own sons and daughters. What to do in the face of that is to understand that in the field of medicine, there is the need for measurement to be taken into account. Otherwise, somebody, wicked mind, can give you an overdose of even correct medication that you are supposed to take. They'll give you an overdose and that can kill you. You understand? What to do is to take measurement very, very seriously. Whether we are in the beverage industry or whichever industry that you are in, whatever we do in life, measurements are very, very important. Measurement of length, volume, time, You understand? Everything that we do in the house of God, measurements is seen. In the community where you live, everything that you do has to do with measurement. Whether you are walking a distance or whether you have to go somewhere and has to do with time, whether you have to get some liquid, it has to do with measurement, volume. Whether you have to sew clothes, it has to do with taking of measurements. So in nation building, if your nation shall advance as it ought to be, then in the nation building, you must have a place for measurement. Value so much measurement. You must value, you must take measurement, very, very important, and apply it in your nation building process. Let it be a part of your younger generation and from generation to generation. Do that and your nation's face will change. Let's go to the scriptures. John chapter 11, verse 18. John 11, 18. I read, Now Bethany was near unto Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off. I will take it again, because the tribalists in this side of the world, in Ghana, who will boast of yena too many ideas, we have the power, we are in power, so whatever we want is what we do with the power. We kill those we decide to kill. Whether they are God or his deputy, they cannot tell us. Yet they act worse than Satan himself would do, and think that humanity must bow to that. I will take it again, so they hear it. Now Bethany was near unto Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off. That is the end of the reading. We don't have to read from Genesis to Revelation to know that God has a message or is speaking to us. So we have only read John 11, the 18th verse. And it says that Bethany was near unto Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off. There are no mistakes in the Bible. Everything that is put there by God for a reason. So when you are in church and the preacher is reading and he comes to the garment of Aaron, and it is telling you about the specific measurements according to a pattern that was made in heaven, was not even made on earth. The exact pattern of Aaron's garment, it was designed in heaven by God himself. And it had to do with specific measurements. When you come to the building of the temple in Jerusalem, specific measurement without they are not there for being their sake. When you come to the turning of water into wine, you see measurement being coming into play. This is to tell you that before Jesus walked this earth, his people, God has opened their eyes to the importance of measurements, the value and the place of measurements. If their land would advance, would be that promised land that God intends for them. God will have to partner with them. The land flowed with milk and honey, you understand? But you will realize that in the promised land, they labored for the milk and honey. They raised animals to get the milk out of them. You understand? In a land that flowed with milk and honey. And the milk that they took out of the sheep and the cattle, and they took them in volumes, in measure. I'll call about to the program, Testimony New World. Listen, blessed ones, I'm telling us that there are some on this same earth who generations back, decades, centuries, millennia back, discovered the place of measurement in their nation building. All those nations who took measurement seriously and incorporated it, inculcated it into their nation building processes. Go check today. They are called advanced nations. Go check. Let's talk about chronos, time. They started measuring time, measuring distances, measuring space, volume, teaching their children at home, in schools, in their communities, at the workplace. Everything they measure it. Unlike in my country, Ghana, where the abusers, oppressors, suppressors, those that terrorize my people, Ghana, because they say they are in position, they are the helm of affairs of government, and have no shame to be taking salary for the useless work they do. You didn't hear me. I said the job they do as leaders of the land, it is not worth taking salary for. Yet they are not ashamed to take salary. Unlike this part of the world. According to the program Testimony, you see, America, Ghana, Europe, Asia, Australia, Africa, let us talk to them like they ought to be talked to. So they start thinking. You understand? They see the value of the redeemed mind that God put in the head of man. The regenerated mind. There is no limit to what it can do. It knows about measurements. So, if you go to the brewing industry, beverage industry, the regenerated mind knows that without specific measurements and volumes, and without specific brewing times taken into consideration, you will destroy everything. You understand? With the laboratory, without specific measurements, you kill people. But the minds, they don't know it. You understand? So they allow their own people to suffer and suffer and suffer. And they take their taxes to the noses of their people, and they use it to gratify themselves. You see some of them, their heads are so big, like the trunk of the elephant. Their necks are joined together with their head. They walk like this. They are human beings too. Huge. I call back to the program Testimony New World this one. You understand? Go to other parts of the world. before the rain comes, they're able to estimate, to tell you the volume or the amount of snow that is supposed to come, the amount of rain that's supposed to come. So they plan ahead and not let the snow kill their people, and not let the floods kill their people. Over here, they don't care about that. Year after year, during the rainy season, pay a blind to that. They said the rainy season will be 3 months. Afterwards, the sun will come. So let the people die. They will not construct gutters that are huge, deep enough to contain the volume of the water that comes during the rainy season. And there are no gutters, so when the rain comes, they should take their people and kill them. When you sit in a car, in a bus, from Tema to Afienya, they will tell you this is how much we are charging, because they bought fuel. Okay. When you get down in the middle of the street, and they have charged you, let's say, 20 Ghana cedis to take you from Tema to Afienya, you get to, let's say, Ashama roundabout, and you say you want to get off. They'll say, okay, calm down. You get off. They have taken your 20 Ghana cedis. Another person is getting on from that spot to the same Afienya. They take you another 20 Ghana cedis or 15 Ghana. You have total robbery. They have shaped the system in such a way that, I'm talking about the government, has shaped the system in such a way that the system must be used to rob the people, corrupt them, steal from the people. But we want to tell them, I want to tell us, we want to tell you and I, that God thinks of you and thinks of us by giving us the prudence of measurement, that our people not be robbed. God bless you. And God bless my homeland. Don't exploit the people. Measure.